Alright, hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Let's start to play some games, and who wants to play send me challenge. Alright, we have Vienna on the board. Let's try to win this. Alright, he takes, e4 should be taken from him. Let's guard, and okay, this pawn is gonna lose. That's why you don't take these side pawns, because you are giving opponent really great center. Actually, I can even not to take even e5. e5, probably he is waiting for that to bring his knight on d5, yes? That should be the idea. Okay, my pieces are centralized. Okay, Brilliantor, nice to see you again. I think you are playing your... you are playing great your games. Yes, you are doing a great job, actually. Really great winnings. Do you like your games? You can win and not like your games so much, you understand? International Master, really? Knight f5 after queen takes. Okay, even... Okay, I would like to go knight b3 here. Well, I thought that in my whole life I won one game against International Master. That was bullet, but anyway. I could take that, but first let's kick the knight from here. Okay, you know the idea. If I take, I can some pinning ideas, queen and rook and something else. And even queen h5 some mating threats. I think we are getting just simple trades, yes? I think... Okay, now I can't go. But I better... BCM? Okay, I don't think they are too strong, but anyway. Great game should be there. Alright, I think bishop back, actually. Now rook won't pressure here more. Yeah, rook takes, b2 is guarded, queen is coming. Queen come, g6, my queen and rook should be pressured. I would like to bring the rook somehow from that. I don't know, a4 even with sacrificing my queen side pawns, but I have really great advantage on that king side. One brilliant. Okay, a really great game, should be played great. When you saw that in middle game or where g6 he will have a little bit dark square weaknesses. Okay, f5, I can't say anything else. Great move. Okay, rook is coming, and even h4, we are getting really active pieces. Rook, great one. I think you analyzed on Stockfish after your game. Oh, take the queen, great one. You took the queen. Yes, that should be almost lost for him, even after that moves. Alright, queen back is coming. Bishop h6, yes, to attack and try to take these dark squares from some mating and some... Everything can happen. Takes, okay, that red square bishop is closed here. Blundered the rook. You blundered or brilliant? I don't know. Okay, takes, pawn takes. Even I think queen h3 to just keep pressuring this pawn on h7 won't be bad. But you know the idea to bring the bishop. I think just I can try this spinning idea, see if this won't happen, just bishop h6, okay? Okay, this even can be. I understand, I remember that. Yes, brilliant, you are right. Okay, now bishop d6 won't work, the rook is guarding. So bishop back can even take because my queen will be pinned here. Okay, let's go bishop back and then d4 so everything will be defended, okay? If the d4 weren't protected from the queen, okay, bishop d4 and then queen can come and some other from c7, right? From h7 and g7 I will try mate anyway. That's why I'm gonna say no difference. Okay, he blundered. His bishop is hanged, he has to guard from g7 and h7 mates. How can he? You know, he has 2 minutes. I have only 14 seconds. But, you know, try to win this. I'm not losing my hope. Bishop back, queen c3, mate from h8. Okay, he's gonna take the pawn and probably queen c1 and h6 even won't be mistake there. Alright, he takes, I will take h7. King f8, we will see, we will push his king on the d file. At the time we can bring another rook, okay? If I take, I will get mate, but h7 is hang. Let's don't forget that. Okay, he's completely sacrificing his rook because my rook on f1 is hang. So let's not blunder anything. Now my rook isn't attacked. So I can take his rook easily. But first, we need to understand that our queen is hang. Probably we are gonna check. Okay, that should be made. Okay, GG. Great first one. Follow my stream, do not lose anything, okay? And play with me. Who wants to play? If anyone wants, send challenges. Brilliant, or you can if you want. He takes, I'm having great center. Okay, let's pressure the knight, force him to take. Alright, he's doing. You know, not everyone loves that backwards move here. He's tanking, my bishop is going to be active. Let's see that. D4 kick the knight, but where? That should be a good move, but I will block my bishop. Even back, e5, f4, I'm a little bit afraid, but still he can't play. 1800. Grid one, probably it should be even hard for me to have rating like 1800. Okay, great job, Brilliantor. Okay, you will win and you will have your rating, even I haven't. I will have after one tournament, probably. Bishop back is important move to not get pinned from e5. Yeah, we could try to kick the bishop back, but from h6, h4, g5 will be aggressive, his bishop will be well placed. That's why I didn't. 16, 14. I don't know your rating. In chess.com, that's not. Okay, e5 is pressured, even f4 is possible to bring even the rook. Ah, yes, okay, I understand. I missed that. I know. Okay, brilliant. Okay, we have open files. Let's bring the rooks. Pretty good if you can gain so much rating. You know, his bishop is blocked, but I think my pawn structure needs to be great here. Rook is great. Plus 4 likes. Okay, great one. Please don't forget about likes. The knight is coming and I will have really great dark squares here, so I can jump with the knight, okay? Here takes... If we are taking, we are having two isolated pawns instead of one. We don't need to gain that. If he's taking, I am creating another passed pawn, so I would like to kick the knight from here, from d6. You know, that's not doing anything here, but I'm sure after some moves in the 10 kicks or something, that should be a tricky one. f5. I don't know, let's keep all discarded. Can I go back? Just if I go back, I'm afraid knight d6 will be one more time idea. If I win 2 games, my rating will be more than 14, 16, 14, and there's won't be a symbol. Not, there's won't be. That is unclear for them, that's why that symbol is. I can take, but you know, I won't gain passed pawn. I can try to push even that, why not? But I'm trying to force him some weaknesses in his position. Here she can take, and then I will down a pawn. How can you move your board a little down? Thank you. A little down. Let's see, is it okay or not first? Sorry, I think I can now, but after the stream I will do that. Arm Simon. After the stream I will see that and everything should be okay. Nice. Okay, a little bit lag. Well, see tactics we missed. We can't take. We can't take, we are gonna lose the rook here. Takes. Well, anyway, I would like to push another figures here. Yes, rook is coming and I can jump with the knight. Everything should be okay. Probably on c3, how can he kick the knight? Rook d1. Can I take the pawn on f4? I need to kick the queen because rook jump. No, d4 should be pressured. And actually so well. Let's kick the queen and try to slowly push this. That will be really hard to defend. Actually, probably some sacrifices he needs. Rook d1, knight here, he can sacrifice. Because if we lose a queen here, I will make a new one here. That's the whole difference. If he takes with a queen, I think should be same one. But knight e3 is coming. I will kick the rook from here. Alright, should be a great idea, but how can I kick another one? So we can go forward one more square here. Right, he took, we can trade easily. Not bad endgame, actually, we are down opponent, rook and knight against the queen. So there should be some tactics like rook check, because realize how can I defend g2 when I can attack there. And probably g6 to not get back rank here, okay? This is coming. If g6, I will get mate from f8 anyway. That's why h6. Okay, I think I'm gonna lose this pawn, but after rook d2, how we can defend his construction on this king side? e6 is hang. You know, let's see who will take more pawns from this position. All this is hangs. I don't know if I need to take queenside pawn first or not. Because if he pushes his queenside pawns, that should be really hard for me for defend. But you know the difference. Now I can make some pawns forward. That's the bad thing here. Okay, rook is coming, probably f2 to keep this defended. So f5 should be pressured. The good idea that he needs to defend only with one figure. I can attack with two figures. That's the whole difference. I can't take. He can take on g7 and create mate. How can I guard from mate? This is the only one that I could. I can't move the knight. I can't take. I can bring the rook. I don't know, that's probably is gonna be losing for me. Alright, even my time was so pressured. If my time weren't so low, I could probably resist against him a little bit more. Brilliant, or is it everything okay from the screen, or I need to bring it a little bit below? Please say about that. Okay, that should be the shortest win I ever did. My opponent resigned after my d5 move. Okay, great one. Well, let's play Sicilian here. Okay, Elephant Gambit we have. Let's play against that a little bit. Looks like my opponent, okay? Thank you, Brilliantor. Why he said that? We can't understand. Abort? What abort? Bishop e7 to block from his all checks from here. Okay, who saw my shortest game where I played only one move? My opponent resigned. You know that move weren't bad, but why he did that? Right, I think I can take and make some trouble or not. He takes, my d5 should be unprotected. Alright, his knight is a little bit active, which I don't like to see him there. Can he take f7? Can we 1 vs 1 chess? Yes, Philippines, we can. Find me on chess.com and send me challenge. We will play. Send me friend request also if you want. I will find you there. Alright, let's take. Bishop takes. But if pawn takes some e6 and use this pinning, I guess actually can be. Okay, I'm happy he took with a bishop because his bishop should be great here. Okay, great one, Brilliantor. Keep liking, please. We need to get 29 likes. Let's bring the bishop on c6 and hit his king side very well. Let's try to do that. e6 is protected. You know, this pawn is a little bit should be hang from him because only move that he can protect. f4 bridge is a little bit weakness, so I can attack from this diagonal. Needs to be careful about that. Sacrifice the rook. Okay, bro, I will try to sacrifice if I can. f6, let's first open the rook and then we can take, yes? Okay, Philippines, I got your friend request. I sent a friend. Okay, bro, I accept it. Okay, Brilliantor, I think I will see you today too. So I'm not saying goodbye. Have a great lesson. I think some Queen d3's ideas, some mating threats. Okay, let's break this. If knight back, can we take or not? Okay, I would like to pressure this f2 or h2 because there are very big pawns. I can take, but that's unclear if he wants to take h7 or not. Let's calculate, will he be down a piece or not? takes and bishop g6. Here's f4. f4, my bishop will be lost, so let's calculate what about king f6. King f6, I think I can keep guarded. He needs to take the bishop on e5. Otherwise, probably he will be up down a piece here against this h-file pawn, okay? Rook to f8. Ah, okay, see, that was very bad. Okay, what is rook f8? I forgot that he can with a bishop too, but queen takes. He couldn't do anything bad. Rook to f8. What about that rook? Sacrifice or something else? Okay, Philippines, I'm waiting for your challenge. Is there anyone who wants to play or not? Okay, Philippines, I'm sending you a challenge. So peonchess.com, get the challenge. I think 3+2 is okay. Alright, bro, I sent you challenge. Check your chess.com and play, okay? Don't forget about likes, okay, please? Did you get recused or not? Okay, I sent. Are you here, Philippines? Okay, let's play. Is your internet isn't good or some other? Well, let's play another one until we will see what happened. What happened, why he can't play, okay? Probably some network, bad network there. Alright, where's Coach game? Knight c6 has been that. I wouldn't like to bring my queen back, so a4 that's why looks like Scandinavian defenses. White pieces. Bishop is coming, maybe some sacrifices move across. I'm gonna say almost all my pieces are active. My internet, bro, sorry. Well, no problem. After this, I will wait for your challenge. You can send me after this, okay? If your internet is good. Bring the knight, he will fork. He will pin, I mean. Queen e2, so we can bring on kingside. Yes, castle. But where? Queenside castle will be a little bit aggressive, but I would like to pressure his kingside. Because you know my pawns are in a great situation. He takes the knight, he's damaging my pawn structure. But you know, I don't need to lose him for that. He will bring his pieces more active squares here, and his dark square bishop is lost, so some dark squares weaknesses he will get in this position. That's why I don't care so much. Because my queen side where I castled the king. Queen h5, you know, queen g4, and after some trades or f6, queens were gonna trade it, which I don't like. Because in the endgame I should be a little bit worse because these pawns. But still, that's pretty good. My queen is active, my pawns are gonna destroy his king pawns here before his hang, okay? If we bring the rook c5, we will take d6, c4. I don't know. I would like to protect all that. Yes, and probably push h-pawn here. So now if he brings the rook, that's not doing anything. d6 he will take and that's all. We are not going f6. Or probably we can. Oh, yes, probably I missed that. You know, if he's taking, I'm taking and mate from g7. If he's not taking, if my queen were on this h6, just how we can defend mate from h7? From g7, sorry. Okay, I think that's only plan that really works. Queen a3 check, we will protect from b2, so he needs to move the queen. We will take g7, his position will be... No, I think he doesn't need even to take. He didn't need even to take if he could. The bishop. Okay, I moved it, my bishop was pressured there. Okay, g6 takes. Okay, let's sacrifice this pawn to bring his position more active. Hello, I see bear. Seems Nightbot isn't saying you hello. Probably it's being upset at you. Yes? Okay, I'm going to push this pawn. Even from h7 can be made if you not take. Queen d7. Queen d7, bishop will take the queen. That's why I can't take. e4 is hang. What if we bring the rook or even... Okay, here he will take h6, he will take my queen. From h7 will be made. Okay, so I can sack the queen. If he takes with the bishop, I can sack the rook. We wanted sack the rook. Let's see, we are gaining that. Rook takes h6. Alright, from h7 mate is coming. How can we defend? Probably some f5. Okay, another great move which I missed. Well, that should be a great one. If I check, make a queen. He takes with the rook, he will lose the bishop. He takes with a king, I can check and make a new king. Okay, I'm going to make a new bishop. Because there is absolute no difference what piece I will make, he needs to take. If not, all the dark squares are protected. Rook takes, he will lose the bishop, and... You know, I think queen d4. Yes, queen d4, and from here will be made, even right now. Yes, queen sacrifice on g7. He is taking, I'm taking with a pawn. But he can protect with rook d5. Then protect your pawn. Oh, right. This pawn on h6, yes, that's really great pawn which I need to protect. That if our pawn I sacrificed, if you mean that, I sacrificed. So now I think I'm a down exchange, okay? That's discreet, why not? If I check, he takes, I can take. Rook h8, check. Take the rook, make a new queen, I believe. Sack your bishop. I think my bishop is great. Yes, I'm down exchange, but my bishop, I think, best figure here than his rooks. So still we are not gonna sacrifice anything. Okay, the queen is coming on f6. Yes, I think only way that we can make progress or not. I would like rook a1 and bring another rook, but for sure he won't take. And if rook e1 he won't take, I don't know. If we are taking, e-file is being completely his file there. Okay, really dark square weaknesses he has. It doesn't seem even I am down exchange here. He can't move the king, I will take from h7 somehow if that weren't. From h8, bishop is guarding rook trade. Yes, actually I like that rook trades, but he won't take. That's the saddest thing. Okay, well, his time is run out. He had more than 1 minute. Okay, who wants to play? Philippines, did you want or not? Let's play another one. Okay, bro, send me challenge. Well, who else wants to play? Find me on chess.com and send me challenge. Philippines now send. Okay, new game. Is that locked? I aborted the game. How is this locked? Okay, sorry Philippines. Next one I'm sure gonna play with you, okay? I aborted the game, but that seems... Alright, I did some abortion for the game and actually chess.com tried to ban me even. Okay, Philippines, next one. Yes? They said that you are reporting so much and you can't do anything. For example, rematch your opponent, write messages. That was so bad. If I take, he will get this really great center. So still I destroyed his pawn structure. E5 knight back. Can I take with the knight to take the bishop? Russian touch half. Okay, bro, I will play. If you wait one board with Philippines and then with you, okay? Queen takes. He can't take. Okay, the knight is guarding, but if it weren't, rook e8 would come. He didn't castle, so we can use this idea to attack so much. For example, knight back, that will be fork or not. Queen takes. A pin here will come. Okay, Philippines. Next one with you. E5 bishop takes. I don't think. What should I play here? I will pin this, okay? Queen takes, I will pin bishop takes, I will pin from e8 anyway, because the bishop is guarding the knight which is pinned, and bishop going back, he can't because the queen is pinned, and which is protecting the bishop. Bishop is protecting the knight which is pinned. Okay, two pins in the same time. That's why we took a piece from his position. Take knight first. Okay, bro, see if I took just, I could took bishop takes, rook e8, bishop back should be guarded. Okay, Philippines, I am gonna play with you and then with Prashant Achab, okay? Math teacher? Okay, great revenge in the century, probably, yes? Do you like him or her? Okay, Prashant Achab, no problem because he's waiting so much time. I think you aren't against and not in a hurry. Okay, Philippines, I send you a challenge. But please next one you send, okay? Be sure you're on chess.com and accept. Can my opponent resign because, that was a pin. He was going to probably lose because... No, we can't guess. Queen h4. Let's see that position. Queen h4. I think I will take the bishop with a check and he couldn't do anything. Marijuana enjoyer. Alright. Rapid, unrotted, blitz, rapid. I would like unrotted blitz. But that doesn't matter so much, okay? Bishop e7, knight f6. Alright, great position. I don't care if he takes. Just I will pressure the center more. What a username. PH150 YouTube? You mean that? Or, okay, Okay, I didn't realize what his name. Marijuana, yes. Alright, I understand. Let's castle so we can bring the bishop. Yes, Russian touch half. I got that. I won my last game with this pin, okay? So if you can create this one more time, that should be great. Why, but why sacrifice the pawn which... Okay, he isn't guarding the knight, but why he did that? Now he can't bring the knight in a really great square, so this is only backward moves he has. Alright, queen is coming. Sorry, rook is coming. What? What is this move? And I'm going to take his second piece. What is my opponent playing? Russian touch of next one, I'm gonna play with you. He's 200 pro. Ah, okay. Sorry, I forgot. I didn't play so much time with 200 rated players. Was so unclear. Sorry, bro. I didn't realize. I thought I'm playing some guy with 1600 rating. Okay, mate is coming. Rook d3 takes. I can't even know to take and rook e8. Queen is coming, mate, okay? I could take that, but that's a pin I can't take when I want. Can I say that? King f1, h3. Alright, let's take rook e2 and... I don't know, I'm not seeing mate, but I think I can trick him. f2 is weak, okay? So knight is coming. Okay, even bishop check, wait. Bishop check, king back, queen h3 and take this pawn. Alright, that's the problem. Who wants to play? Find me on chess.com and send me challenge. If not, king f1, queen g2 mate. If that's from f2 mate, okay? Two mates. Please don't forget about likes. YouTube algorithm will push my stream very far. I will be thankful about that, okay? I challenge you. Okay, Poco, where are you? I don't get your challenge. Okay, he waited for that. Let's play with Prashant Hajhav. And then next one video, okay, Poco? If you are not in a hurry. I misclick. Not worry, Philippines, not worry. Great game was. As 200 rated player, you reached almost endgame, which, yeah, really cool. You know, I reached 2200, you don't need to be upset at you. Okay, Boko, next one with you. Well, I got your challenge, I think. He was waiting for a long time, okay? If you aren't against, if you are in a not hurry next one, I will play. Misclicked or he was winning. Yes, that's actually the most important, being a great person, that really great chess player, okay? For example, Gramnik, not the best player, but actually bad person. 10 years old? It's not bad. I am a noob, but I want to play. Okay, bro, no problem. Next one I will play with you. No need difference, okay? That doesn't matter. How much is your elo? When you are trying to improving your chess, or how old are you? How is your rating? That doesn't matter. Just we all was 100 rating when we couldn't play, okay? It's not hero low. I'm 14 years old. Alright. Great year for starting improving chess. Is not your elo. How you are good at my elo is not your elo. I can't understand that. Probably to question how am I good at this. I don't know, I tried to play very much rapid games, very much classic games. Like 1 hour and a little bit more. So, and then I analyzed my games. I improved my calculation, my memorization with playing longer games and then analyze myself and then with Stockfish to find my mistakes, okay? It's hard work, and first you need to learn endgames more than some openings. I think you got that. I'm from India. Okay, bro, nice to meet you. I have very much followers from India. Actually, like 20% people are watching from India. We have a kid 7 years old. I know he in regional. Oh, great one. Okay, there is some child that's 6 years old and actually really good chess players too. Why not? Hey, bishop is pressured about some bishop c2. Okay, that's a tricky position. I would like to keep all my single pieces here. So bring the knight on d6, c7 are very weak. Okay. I would like even to bring off from d2 and hit in the center. No, that's not possible even. Queen b5 and this fifth rank is mine. Knight is coming, takes c4. Okay, e6 is very great defended from him. And if it's even not, he can defend it, okay? I would like to make some attacks there. But I think if I bring the rook, can he guard? Here d2 takes. Yes, why not? I think king g8 to not get this pin and lose the queen. You know that pawn was saying I could take it right away, but anyway, there is I think no difference when I will take. Coco, next one I'm gonna play with you. Philippines, if you want after play with him, I can play rematch with you. Okay, why he missed it? Heard you too, bro. Thank you for that. Okay, my opponent was up a figure, but he's plundering his queen. Okay, some moves like... Okay, that's gonna work. Only way that I can get out from here, sacrifice this and... He has rook to bishops against my white queen, against my white one queen, okay? So his position isn't so active too much. I can try to make some advantage with rook e1. You're not rude, but others don't play with me. Really? Yes, I'm playing with everyone. I think I'm not rude enough to not play with you, okay? With you all. For sure we will play, bro. Okay, if I had a little bit more pieces over here. Then I should be better, but... because we can only attack with two pieces, okay? The same squaring that's, you know, some piece. No, we can't, but I'm waiting to create some weakness. I can't try to take anything from his position. This d file is open for him. I can't make some progress on that d file. Love you from Hearth. Me too, bro. Me too. Queen is coming. King g8 to not blunder the bishop. Okay, if I bring my rook on d1 and from some like d8 moves, that should be great one, which is actually not happening this time. How can I do that? That's so unclear. b3. I think I can trap him. Okay, take the rook. Let's let him take the rook, and his bishop can't be active. So if it's been active, I can't check from d8, right? If I bring the rook, that can be even game over. He takes his gain this d file completely. So how can he prevent from rook d8? His bishop should be attacked, and his king that should be hardly run, probably get some mates even. How many likes we have? We need 20, 29. Please don't forget about likes. Okay, he played clever. He didn't take the pawn here. So c3 is hang. But still he can't activate his bishop, you know? This pawn is gonna lose, and he will hang another pieces over here. If he takes, I will do same. Same trap here. Which country is your? I'm from Armenia. Do you know where Armenia located? These bishops are great. Just another bishop is protecting all that squares from me, and another one is protecting all that squares from me. Another one is just controlling, okay? That's very offensive. You know that's it is protecting very much squares, but because I haven't any piece here, I think that's not a huge threat. I can rook back on time. Not bad. Armenia, do you know where is it or not? Can I offer some trade bishop back? I don't know, probably I need to keep the rook. His position isn't the best because he can't move the bishop to activate the rook, and the rook is doing nothing on a8. A little bit time. e5 isn't tank, yes, some like bishop f5. He finds the best move probably. Shaikh Najema, hello bro. Okay, Boko, no worry about that. About 90% players that I am asking where is my country, they don't know. Russian. Здравствуйте, братан. Yes, I know a little bit Russian. Takes a5 will be hang. I will gain past pawn. Taktik rook. Is Rasida. Okay, I can't speak Russian very well, but actually I can understand that. Ivan Karpov. Привет, привет, друг. Pawn is coming forward. I'm gonna check and take this. Friends. Okay, I don't know that. Okay, not friends. Armenian, English, Russian. No other languages, okay? You can write in that languages, but yes, I have Google Translate automatically, but I can't speak. Okay, check is coming and that's work. Remember, when opponent has a queen, just try to defend your position. Because when opponent is checking, some tricky ideas can be. You can do something with some checks and forking ideas. Check, rook back, check from d5, take the pawn. If not rook back, he will lose the bishop. Are you French? No, I'm Armenian. I'm Armenian, bro. Check, I will take the pawn. Alright. I think because he's defending c8 with two pieces. How can I make a new queen here? How can I? What if queen b8? You know he takes, I'm gonna make new one. He isn't taking. I'm not sure, that's why I needed to keep my piece there. To keep only one piece, no more. just the rook. Here's queen b7, bishop e5, he will take the pawn. But actually I can take a6. No, I don't need to blunder anything, so let's still protect. We have another pawn on queen side. You know we can trade and push another to help this pawn on c7. Okay, why he blundered the bishop? Alright. Well, he resigned. Who wants to play? Boko, where are you? I'm waiting for your challenge. Right. Didn't the worst game, but actually he was up a piece. He was up a piece because I sacrificed one. Imala, that's true. Is Rasida. Alright, Boko, can you send me challenge? I would like to see Blitz challenge. Alright, let's wait for the game and play new one. Who wants to play? Find me on chess.com, send me challenge. Ibir. I know. Siberian Bear, right? Right? Vitaly Laletin. Great arm wrestler. Actually, I like that. Okay, sorry, Prashant Hachav, I can't play bullet game. Okay, where are you? Yes, Boko, can you send me? Still, I'm not finding you. You haven't even my friends list. Okay, bro, I'm gonna play new one. So send me friend request, okay? Send me friend request because I still can't find you. And after this game, send me challenge, okay, Poco? The knight is coming, bishop on e3 to defend. Yes, I like when my all pawns are guarded. Okay, let's prevent from b4. Already so aggressive one he has. b5, I will block light square bishop, but I will open dark square. His pawn is a tank. That's why he tried to sum before to kick the knight to take this pawn. Which is your favorite opening for white and black? For black Sicilian, for white Vienna. Who knows Vienna Gambit? If not, I can say that to you. Okay, we are playing 10-minute game, right? I forgot we are playing 10-minute. Alright, not bad. Actually, 2000. I forgot this. Probably I won't gonna play rapid, but anyway. e6, he takes, his pawn will be very weak. He takes, rook takes, my rook will be active. Okay, everything is like I planned. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to not lose my streams, okay? I'm doing streams every day, so we can play. For sure. I am fully ready to play with you. I have to click only P. Okay, bro, send me friend request, Poco, please. I want to be your friend. I don't want to make isolated pawns, but I might have to. Alright, he takes. I don't even pawn takes, queen takes. Just because my queen is active on b3, that should be great. He takes the rook, I'm taking, forking his pieces. Actually, some queen b3. Yes, sure. Okay, queen d7, I take. Okay, not the best one, but after queen b3, if he runs his rook, I can discover check and take the queen. He needs to be sure about that he's not blundering anything. Who knows about Vienna Gambit? How is it starting? Okay, the rook is guarded, he escapes the rook, rook d6, he will lose the queen. So he needs to sacrifice that, okay? I don't think can I win position like this or not. I haven't so much active pieces on his king side, you know, that's the difference. Okay, that's the move. I have sent friend request. Okay, bro, I saw your friend request. And send me challenge, okay? I'm waiting for your challenge. Well, I didn't play so bad. Where I missed? I think the knight were open after b4, okay? Probably I didn't need to play that. Okay, Boko, send me. It's 800, not bad. Well, bro, I sent. Accept challenge and let's play. But please next time you send me challenge, okay? Which opening can we play? I didn't play so much Scandinavian defense, probably that won't be bad. Okay, Boko, where are you? Okay, we have this. Why are you not playing Internet is the reason or some other? Well, now I'm gonna show you Vienna. Takes. Oh no. Okay, let's pressure. He takes d4 will come. That's the problem because d4 will be unguarded. Okay. And I missed that. I believe not. Okay, that's only move that preventing from this fork. So even if I might queen, so that won't be fork bishop check. I couldn't just castle, which should be the worst tactics. I take, queen takes. I'm doing a little bit aggressive, but I'm activating all these pieces. I should be up upon, but can't be sure is this right or not. Well, bishop is coming, castle and f7 will be pressured. d5 we can kick the queen, we can take. Okay, very much we can play. Please don't forget about legs. Knight is coming, so f7 will be pressured. He can't defend the queen and f7 at the same time. Rook takes, he can trade his queen with my two figures. But anyway, let's see what we will get. Okay, sorry, 1 minute. Let's be sure everything is okay here. Okay, continue to play, okay? If I take, yes, if I take, he will mate from h2. I think that should be only move that he could play. Okay, if you don't count, he's losing the knight. Oh, hello, Fares Nasser. I saw you chatted before the stream. That was very pity I didn't stream at the time, okay? King f8 mate. Here I will take the queen. Right, how I said. Okay, that was checkmate. He couldn't run on that queen side. Okay, let's play with him rematch. How are you, Fares Nasser? How is your edits going? let's wait for my opponent. Scandinavian we have. Queen a5 is coming. Okay, queen a5, queen d8, even if they are taking knight f6, isn't mistake. Not really good, but why, bro? You gained so much viewers. I think your all videos will gain not bad viewers actually. Don't worry about when you are getting uh, 1,000 or 2,000 viewers after 100,000. Don't worry about that. Yes, when you are getting subs, that means they love you. Okay, not worry. The bishop d3 and d2 isn't that bad. But you know, don't need to move your bishop second time. And even d3, I don't recommend you are blocking pawn way. You are pushing the pawns, and that's why your two pieces are active as white pieces. And as black, I have active 4 pieces. I'm ready to castle. Sunny Beck say down of hello, bro. Do you want to play? Ja, vēlreiz, kā jūs pročā. Viņš ļāvātājs marcumnei favorēt zinkat par sacījām. Viņa lāk marcāšājām asnāk sīpavīka, kāds. My video was going, I was so good it was being hated. No problem, more viewers, more haters, more lovers. That's all normal. Well, I'm gonna castle like Scandinavian defense, okay? He blundered the knight. Actually, we can trade all these pieces. And who wants to play after this? I will play, okay? Let's play a rapid. Okay, Poco, after this we will play. You know, g3, just... we can't understand why he played that. You know, g3, I don't recommend because his white square bishop isn't protecting. Just I can go bishop on h3 and prevent him from castle. What he needs to play about that? Yes, he can't castle. Bishop back, rook takes, he can't castle. His king in the middle is dangerous, so if e4 is coming, he can't take, his queen will be hang. The knight is coming. The trade is coming. Okay, let's see. Well, he's offering a draw. Let's accept because that's dead losing anyway. We were gonna end after some moves. We end now. Why not? No, that's he lost 2 pieces. Okay, I mean 1, but no, he's king in a very bad situation. He wanted rapid. Let's wait until he will send me rapid game and let's play. Bačeme špes. Konedzēļ moteļā dāvā iknamā. Okay, bro, send me rapid. Send me rapid challenge. Okay, your rapid is so already 10 years blitz. Let's see, but that's like me, okay? My rapid is actually higher. I reached 2200, let's don't forget. Even I can play Indian game, okay? Who likes Indian gambit? e6, 97, e5 or c5, we will see after some moves. Après uzmes pavas. e5 is coming. So pawn takes to open this d file, okay? And attack on his pieces here. Okay, even there, but you know the difference. So I can move the queen, okay? That's not a pin. You know I can't move the knight, but the bishop is guarded, that's why I like bishop g7. c6 to bring the queen. To bring the queen, probably knight trades. Knight c5 to open the bishop. So you need to bring your all pieces in a really great squares. He's pressuring more, so now we can't make an advantage. Queen b6 won't work. Okay, for now that won't work, but I can sacrifice my piece for 2 pawns, I believe. I don't know am I need that or not. Okay, bishop back g5 to cut his bishop from this queen, and we can bring the queen on queenside. Okay, that sounds great. His queenside will be pressured because almost his all active pieces on that king side. Alright. Queen b6, knight c5. To trade and the idea to open the knight. Just b6 and d5 actually I can play, but c4 he will kick, and that doesn't seem advantage. Please don't forget about likes and subscribes if you enjoy the stream. g5 kick the queen back, trade the knights, but that should be a really aggressive one, okay? If I move the knight, c5 takes. Let's not blunder anything because I'm hardly keeping this knight on f6 alive. Let's push this center. f5 kick the knight, e4. I don't know am I doing right or not, but that should be fork here. c3 is pressured, even f5, this pawn is gonna hang too. Ախպերս, հատե մուտքավճարը մասախ տևերներ նմա, սկանդինավյան կխաղանք. Alright, I don't know why I sacrificed the knight. His position is so active, but can he make some progress? He's trying mate. After rook e8 he check, king f8, and his attack should be over. I could even play some f5, but that should be a little bit aggressive, a little bit more overextended position. He checks with a bishop, queen doesn't matter, king f8, and my dark square bishop is protecting all that way. He can't get here, and I will try to break his position on that queen side. Please don't forget about likes and subscribes if you enjoyed the stream. If not, I'm not against. Let's take and before his weakness. He can't take, he can move the bishop. I think queen g5 is just lose a move for him. Before that he could just defend with the rook and try to bring his dark square bishop somehow activity, probably with pressure this pawn. Can I fork? Իդրամ Ջունիոր, լավ է, դեր զարգացել են արդեն քարտերով բան, հա, մրցումի փողն է, բա չեմ այդպես գնում ենք տալի, մտնեմ խաղամ. Alright, that's a fork. He's gonna lose one of that pieces, but if I need to choose, I will choose the bishop. Our bishop is so great in that white squares and very tricky. But actually that can't attack on my dark square bishop, so the knight can attack. That's the difference. Takes, knight f5. Bishop should be pressured. How can I guard? How can I guard the bishop on g7? Okay, see, just if I take and if I be on Zugzwang, you need to think about that couple of seconds before moving. Takes, knight f5. Can I prevent from queen g7 mate? I have crazy idea. Queen d4. He can't take with a pawn, but knight can take. It means I missed that. Let's take the pawn. If bishop back, I have this cover check. King move. Alright, no problem. If knight f5 to try to mate, even queen f8. But his discover check is a move anyway. I think right move from him will be castle. He's doing, but he's gonna lose a piece here. So knight f5, queen f8 I have. That's the difference. I have passed pawn, I have the knight, and I'm gonna say I'm up 2 figures. First one he sacrificed that for pawn on g5. Շախմատներ, մարդիկ էլ։ Ախպեր, պատրաստվի աջորդեք ու հետ եմ խաղում։ How can I move the knight? I would like to move the knight, kick his pieces from my side of the board, okay? If you enjoyed the stream, don't forget about subscribers, likes, okay? Pawn is coming, rook d1 won't work to prevent. If I make a new queen, he had to sacrifice the exchange. You know, his rooks aren't active. His rooks aren't active, but you know, if I take some extra material, even if I fork and take the bishop, you know, I'm up 2 pieces, but my position is a little bit tricky. I need to get some trades here. Knight h6 check. King h7. That can be tricky one actually. But I think I can get out from there. His bishop can be active if he somehow try to bring my king on that h5, on that open files here. Let's be sure we are not blundering anything. That's why I'm trying to trade, but any difference that this rook should be very active on this f file. Or probably we need to bring some other pieces activity. h5, h7 will be guarded. Okay, he fought so much, he spent so much time, and I think he did blunder. I could even take the bishop, right? All these squares are defended. Bishop is active, I am threatening to take the knight. No, should be trade, but I like that trade, why not? Takes, queen takes, move the knight. I think even move the knight. Where's not? He takes, that will be free for him. I will go queen g6 and from g7 won't be made. Even right now, but I will try to cut his queen from there, so I can't take the bishop. He needs to trade, okay? I'm forcing him trade. Sorry, I have done blunder. Don't worry about that, bro. Don't worry. Everyone can make blunder. Ախպերս, սայնց հետո challenge ուղարկի ու խաղանք. Okay, his bishop needs to trade and his attack almost gone from my side of the board. I should be up. How many? How many pieces? A rook, a bishop. And if he trades the queen, he can resign. You know, in this position, not trade the queens, because you have a queen just, that should be a really tricky one. You can't guess what will happen. Maybe you can check and make a draw, maybe not. Just try. Error est-ce que se passe? Can I bring the bishop? I'm not sure everything is defended. I think I need to bring my rook on c2 check. Check and move the forward this pawn, because somehow, some other way we can't. That's the difference. But he played actually a really great middle game and opening. He wanted some sort of sacrifices, but be sure your position is active. You can make some trouble in his position and then sacrifice. I believe that should be the right idea. Well, I'm trying to kick his rook from that c file to bring the rook on c2, okay? c2 check king back, d2, and from c1 check king e2, e1 queen mate. I think this can be, if not, I'm gonna make a new queen. Okay, that's why I brought in a long way the rook, so I'm trying to mate, okay? And kick the rook actually. Without that, I can't bring the rook. If you enjoyed the stream, please don't forget about likes and subscribes. That can really help me out. Check is coming, d2. Wait, another draw offer. Let's accept. Well, let's play a new one. Hike John Challenges ուղարկեմ։ 5 ու 3 ուղարկի, խնդիր չկա։ Okay, Poco, thank you for the games. One more person wants to play. After I will finish with him, I will play with you, okay? I believe we are gonna play Scandinavian here. Yes, d5. We won't hit that. Okay, Garagon we have, not bad. Alright, let's play this. Sacrifice bishop d3. Don't quit, we have Alien Gambit on the board. Don't know is this gonna work or not, but let's try it, why not? Okay, Poco, thank you for the games. Next one with you too. I can check, kick the knight back, check. What? Okay, why sacrifice the bishop? I will make you my tutor. What is tutor? The knight is coming, I will take with a check. And I'm happy his light square bishop isn't here. Better play 30-minute game. I think who wants to play there will quit before, because we played games like that, okay? I think 10 minutes. Can we play 10 minutes? Because we can, our game can overextend about 20 minutes. Well, you know, I sacrificed a piece to just be fair because that was mouse click from him. Mouse slip, I mean. Alright. How can I move on g6? I would like to bring the queen there. Oh, he can't check. Can I kick the bishop? Kick the bishop, that's... they're not doing a great job. That should be a mistake for sure. That can't be mouse slip or some other. King g8. f4, f5, right? And now I am, I think, much better. I have one rook against his two pieces. And one extra pawn. e6 is weak, f7 is lost. A great position I have. a7 was pressure to miss that pawn. Takes, rook takes. Let's see. Please 10 plus 2, okay? Can we play 10 plus 2? Because you know that's going to be really long. We can't play so longer. If anyone see we are playing 3 minutes, 30 minutes games, we won't finish today. And that should be really uninteresting about them too, okay? I think you understand me. Queen back. Now the knight isn't under attack, but this pawn is gonna hang, which is missing or not. No, that was with a check. Give a like to his channel. Okay, thank you, bro. How many likes we gain? We need to gain 29 likes. Okay, why is he keep checking? Is he trying to make a draw? Just defend his pawn. Okay, thank you for understanding, Poco. Oh, he has two knights with almost the same pawn structure. Okay, my opponent is offering a draw. Let's accept. Anyway. Okay, Poco, because our game is gonna be really long, I am gonna play with him one more and then with you, okay? Next one with you for sure. Vienna we have. Can you get out from Vienna or not? I think the knight takes d4. Okay, bishop c4. Now we can't castle. That's the set part. Okay, that should be mistake from him. He didn't need to take. He took and I could go d4 and kick the bishop, which is actually protected these squares very well. Now it isn't. Let's force him to take, and if it's not bishop take. Coco, how much likes we gained? He's my bro. Thank you, bro. You are my friend too. Grazie. Իր Հայաստանցել մտածում եմ, չգիտեմ ֆինի չարինք, բայց լավ. He hangs this pawn on f7. If I take, suck another. Let's do that. Let's do that. 20. Okay, we need 9 more likes. Who can help me for that? Our 22 viewers. Anyway, king h8, I'm gonna suck the bishop. And I think mate from f6 will come. Let's try that. I think almost 2 sacrifices bishop. That's great position. He takes king h7. Still I can't take g6, h6 will be guarded. I will bring the rook. I will bring the rook, pressure h6. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, some sort of checks won't work. If he moves the knight, I will mate. I will make check from g6 and then from h6. That's why it doesn't need to move, but now we can keep this h6 guarded. He needs to keep this guarded. Even with rook sacrifice won't be bad. He will gain 2 knights and then against the rook against 2 rooks, which shouldn't be bad for him. Alright, which he's doing. Here, knight g8. Knight g8 to prevent from mate. If this position were in an endgame, so his position should be active like mine, probably he could be a little bit better. You know, 2 knights are so tricky also in that offense. This pawn is still hang. I'm gonna bring another rook to have this f file and should be a great one. Take anyway, king. Okay, king can't move. Why he missed that so bad? Well, my opponent resigned. Coco, I'm waiting for your challenge. Անդե կար տենց պլաններ, բայց ինձ թվում է կարա եւ չեղներ մեր հավանականությամբ։ Հաստատ կուտիչ փորձը ավելի լավ է, ներ երկու ձիերը շատ ուժեղ էին։ Well, let's play this 10-minute game. I'm going to play Vienna. Vienna one more time. He takes d4. You know, okay, wait, d4, queen h3 check. I will force to move my king. Okay, d4 is coming anyway. You know, when you are pushing side pawn and when opponent is pushing side pawn, you don't need to take because you are giving central activity to him. Bishop d3, if he takes, e4 won't be hang. I can take a pawn anyway. If not some sort of h6, g5 when not more players playing, but if they can play it, they are having really great results. Մեկ ու քառինք, ես ավելի շատ էի պատկերացնում, էլի լավա, որ տենց շատ գրված չէի։ E5 knight takes to bring knight activity. Even pawn takes to kick the knight. Really hard one. I think pawn takes. Yes, he takes knight to d4. I centralized the knight. Now that's not hitting on his king side, but actually queen h5 is coming to pressure his king side. Okay, my rook is active. He can take e5. e5. Queen here. Okay, knight g6. I will sacrifice the rook, or I can't. Okay, the queen is also protecting. That's why I can't. Now my opponent knight is pressured. h7 is pressured. Knight g6 is the only move that he can protect all that. Otherwise, he will lose the knight. Knight g6, I thought like rook h4, if he takes with the knight, I can mate. So if he doesn't take, I don't know, I'm forcing him to go h6, I will take a pawn. If knight g6, okay. But his queen is protecting, which seems bad. Only move that he can play, so we are gonna bring another rook here. He can't take the rook, I think that's clear by. Can I suck some sort of? Fine, պերսլիչս էլ է, սա խաղամ։ Իչես, ոբշի չեմ խաղացել, բայց խնդիրները լավն են, կաս խնդիրներն էլ լուծես։ Նախ պես, պրոբլեմ չկա։ Can I take? I take and rook h4. Okay, if bring my queen activity. He can't take with f-pawn, okay? He takes with f-pawn. I will take a queen from his position. I would like to threaten rook h4 right away, but he's forcing me to bring my queen back from that attack. That's the difference. Alright, he thought about 2 minutes and he did that move. Not the greatest move in this position, but okay. Անվերջել, բայց չես քորմը 4-5 հատ անում ես ու փոխտես մուծի. Right, we can't guess why I blundered, but anyway, let's try to finish. d7 is sank, h7 is sank. That's why in that endgames I like to queen back, because that's bringing really much attack in his position. Alright, let's accept his rematch. Who wants to play? Who wants to play? Send me challenges. If who is new, find me on chess.com and send me challenges. This is coming. e5 takes. I'm having great center like this. I think that's clear. Okay, let's not let him castle. Queens are traded. That's no need to worry too much. Okay, he's not taking. In this way, he should be down a pawn, but he can't castle. I'm not preventing from that. Ախ, բերես, հաջողություն, երևի մի կես ժամից կպրծնեմ էլի. He can take and damage my pawn structure. But anyway, that's a bishop. We are talking about bishop. Bishop isn't bad piece. I think a little bit better than the knight. You know, there were some tests that they are saying bishop d6 and castle is coming. You know, bishop d6 he takes. Even h2 can be hanged. He can't take. If he takes d5 now he can't, but knight back can we take and sacrifice d5? So unclear. Okay, he took and let's say thank you for him, because now d5 is protected and we don't need to worry about that. Please like, we need to get 29 likes, okay? If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe, why not? The knight is pressured, I'm going castle, f7 is protected. Literally every piece in my position is protected. I can't trade or not. Okay, my bishop is so active, my bishops, I mean, I don't need any trades. If he castle, I can take h2. I should be up 2 pawns. Let's see, but still I'm trying to bring rook on open file. He can't defend that, right? Because d4 is coming. If bishop goes anyway d4. Castle h2 and go back. Yeah, I don't know why I blundered that, but Now we need to go back. If I don't go back, g3, I will lose the bishop. Bishop on a6 is coming, his d3 is isolated, which is weakness for his position. Alright, I could even some tricks from b7 if I hadn't so much pawns in my center of the board, which is really cutting the bishop from some activations. The rook on this b file. I think b3 or rook b1 is the moves that he needs to play. Yes, b3 to bring the bishop. Actually, that was under attack, but I prevented his bishop from some sort of activations. If somehow, like bishop b2, I could sack probably the rook and then take g3, but it's so unclear. Let's bring the rook. Bring the rook. He has a little bit weakness. This h file is open, so Bobby Fischer tried to open this h file and made the opponent. Can be a really crazy idea. Can I sacrifice? Still, I don't need. It's straight, and my bishop on dark square was very active, but I would like to bring the center the queen more, because queen can be in a really threat here. Like bishop was preventing from queen activation here. h5, if he doesn't take, can I sacrifice? I think he's protecting very well. His offense isn't that good, but his defense is on another way, another level, I'm gonna say. I would like h5 some ideas. This c6, if even be handled, he can't take. We just went there to prevent some e3 move. So after knight kick, I will force him to go h2 in a very bad square actually. Kick the knight, h4 is coming. h4, this pawn will be under really huge pressure. That's the idea. Let's try. I think like f5 sacrifice the pawn, bring the rook to have this f file won't be bad. He takes, I will sack the bishop. Okay, didn't take my bishop on dark square, but actually yes, we can. It should be even better for him, I believe. He's not taking h4, like g4. At the time my pawn will be passed, but because his white squares are very well defended, actually I think that should be a little bit defensive, because I'm trying to sacrifice my bishop if one piece didn't protect this. Okay, h4. Knight on f3, knight on f1 will protect g3. The rook should be open and he can create some counter attack. But let's see, that's so tricky position. Nothing is saying. I think some even knight to g4. The idea queen h8 made here. You can take d3. d3, I will hang the bishop. I hang the rook. f8 check here, and yes, that should be over. But I would like to keep my bishop alive. Let's sack the rook, because we were gonna lose the bishop anyway. I choose to sacrifice the rook on h6. He takes doesn't mean how. h8 will be guarded, g7 will be guarded. I will defend all that with my dark square bishop, okay? So even some taking ideas will be 23 likes and you back. Okay, two good news in the same time. Alright, bro. Okay, we need 6 more legs. I'm trying to destroy his position, but if I take, even he could take the bishop. Okay, brilliant horse. Do you want to play? Let's go, I practiced. Okay, bro, after this I will play with you. You are improving, I am losing. I'm helping you improve and I am losing. First one. I would like taken some sort of check from me for rook will be pressured. Let's see, he's up just 1 point. I think I just 4 points against his rook. Okay, great one. Should be great endgame. I have 4 points against his rook. Let's see, can I win this? But my position is still so tricky. I think if bishop back g6, we need to go to not blunder any sort of mate here. He is protecting d3. Should be probably not the best move, but anyway. He had so much attack he could just put pressure in my position and mate. I would like that. As white pieces. And because my bishop is preventing my queen from moving forward, some checking ideas, some takes, I don't know. Check h7 won't work. Okay, that's will work, but that's for sure not doing anything. We don't need to worry about that. Okay, sorry, 1 minute. Okay, that should be more better. I think I am down exchange, but I have so much pawns here, right? Hi Cash, where do you live? Have fun playing chess. Thank you, bro. Uh, where do you live? Ah, so where do you live? It's a same like writing same. I'm from Armenia, bro. Where are you from? Your name looks like Chinese. Are you from there? My opponent is sacrificing so much pieces, and I have bunch of pawns to figures against his rook, which can be winning for sure. I have really great chances. Okay, let's bring all my pieces and keep all defending. Brian Buhi, Brian Wrong. Okay, hard name. If you want, we can play. If I take, his queen is protecting, okay? Let's forget about that. He can't check. g7 is closed. We need to keep my bishop here. If I check, he will take a pawn. He will have enough time to take, right? If I check. What about bring the rook? Yes, bring the rook and I can suck the pawn just to open this second rank and check. Check from me to bring the rook. The bishop even can join, okay? It's already going to be really well, but we need to be sure we are not blundering this dark square bishop, which is actually preventing from some sort of mates. Alright, let's wait. He has 2 minutes, but he's going to be in a little bit time pressure. He sacrificed 2 pieces for no reason, otherwise he could be better. Just realized 2 pawns, sorry, 2 figures. Here, just could I play even after 1 move, 2 moves? I could resist about that. Okay, he's gonna take, I'm gonna check. Here's take, and then take the rook, king h5, queen h4 mate. That should be great pre-move, I think. That can work. Okay, probably queen f5, which I missed. Queen can protect and take it back. Okay, let's take everything guarded. So I can check and make some trades here. A figure and 2 pawns. Yes, that's a winning. Okay, he's down a piece. He doesn't need to trade. I didn't see that. I didn't say that he's completely losing, but now I'm gonna say because the plans are changed. In that position, I needed to keep my position defended. But now, which I need to push that pawn. I'm making a queen here. Okay. And he can't prevent. Just if I try to do that, some checks were coming, some sort of, I think, threats were coming. I needed to just not blunder anything. Okay, this pawn is slowly going forward. If he brings the rook, can I check take the rook? I don't know, probably every move should be better than rook e6 because I'm letting him rook d7. That's not losing or something else. Okay, but let's keep this d file protected from the rook. King can't go closer, I'm gonna make a new queen and GG. Okay, I think he played very well, but some time pressure. Okay, this is gonna be made after some moves. When I took the rook, that pawn were gonna lose for me, okay? If I take this pawn, I'm gonna do some pre-moves and win this. Okay, my opponent resigned. Okay, Brilliant, I'm waiting for your challenge. Play with me. If you want, still I'm waiting for your challenges. Okay, who wants to play? Find me on chess.com and send me challenge. Good game to you, bro. I think you were little bit time pressure in the end, but your opening and middle game are great. Just try to not sacrifice a piece. Just try to take all that pieces where you can. If you are not taking right away, you are going to not have second chess very much time to take it one more time, okay? That's the difference. You need to take right away. Hello, Min Hong. Are you from China? Okay, where are you, Brilliantor? Well, I think he isn't here. Who wants to play? Fight me on chess.com. Send me challenge. Before that, I will play new one. Okay, not 10 minutes. Alright, why is this lagging? Okay, let's try to win him with Vienna game here. Alright, not the best one. F4 is coming. Vienna game, okay? My favorite opening. Actually, Good Ham Chess is playing this so much time too. You played too well. Thank you for that. I'm not gonna say I played too well because, probably you are because a little bit low rated than me. You didn't see my blunders, but I know my blunders. If you take all that pieces where I gave it to you, probably you could even won. No, you are you are no noob. I am noob. Don't worry about that, bro. Just you needed to take my pieces, and you needed to take. You didn't that. You just blundered your pieces. Okay. No worry, bro. You can follow. We will play tomorrow too. Rajak Papurohit. Hello, bro. I'm fine. What about you? Okay, see, he tricked. My opponent tricked me. If I take, his queen should be active. No, I can't castle, but I think even don't worry because my center is great. Prajakta Purohit. If you want to play, we can. Who wants to play? Who is new? Found me on chess.com. Send me challenge. At which time? What which time? Next stream? Same time like today. If you mean that. Therefore I sacrificed the pawn, that's why I have really great center. Okay, g5 could be the worst move in this game. You know why? Because I'm taking his pawn structure destroyed. I'm bringing bishop activity, he's plundering the knight, I don't know why. Now we know why. Right, not the best one. When stream start? After 22 hours. After 22 hours we will start. Okay, bro, now you can challenge. I finished. Bro, I finished. Now you can. I think your name was... your name is Charul, right? Sorry, I forgot your name. For a second. Okay, bro, I'm waiting for your challenge. Now we got it. Alright. Little bit like Vina Gambit, but I think bishop b7 now, that can even won't work. When stream start? Stream will start after 22 hours. Like I can't say 4 p.m. because our time isn't same, okay? After 22 hours. His pawn is pressured. If he takes the knight, he will take the pawn. That's why I'm gonna castle. I'm doing streams every day and almost in the same time, bro. Even I can bring the bishop. Bishop to g5, okay? h6. Let's see, we can't guess. Let's castle. Just simply castle, because if we have some plans, probably we can't even castle. That's why that's so important. Okay, some queenside castle from him, but it actually can be a little bit mistake. You know, b file is open, my pawns are very close on his queenside. There is probably some weak squares he's gonna get. He's doing right, he's not taking, but his knight is very bad placed. If I take, b file should be very open, his pawns will be really bad here. He can even fork. If I take, he can fork. A great idea from him. What is best opening for me? I don't recommend Vienna. I will recommend like some simple development. I think is the best opening. So if you want opening, I think as played French, Caro-Kann white, maybe Italian game. Okay, Queen's Gambit even won't be bad for you. I will recommend that, okay? Let's go a5 to not blunder that pawn. I don't care if he takes that. Okay, can I sack the rook, bishop check, king b8, rook b1 check here, check, king b8, take the knight? I think I can. If I didn't blunder the rook. That's only miss I did. Right, not bad. Can I sack the rook right now? Okay, his position is just in a very bad situation, you know? And actually 1600, but without clock. In real time, without phoning, just when you are playing face by face, right? Without clock, sorry. Okay, I know, because you blundered when you were a little bit time pressure. In that classic, your 1600 probably. If bishop is hanged, now we can't defend. And that's why you need to think a little bit hard. You need to a little bit calculation. Just see to opponent threats and can you defend that? That's a question that you need to find out before moving. This is gonna lose for sure, and I will bring my bishop back. I will have 2 pieces against the rook, which, even in that endgames, should be really great. Okay, let's wait. I think rook takes. Alright. Alright, my opponent blundered. Well, after this, I'm gonna end the stream. Who wants to play? Find me on chats.com, send me challenge. So we will play tomorrow, okay? Goodbye everyone, thank you for coming my stream.